I woke up and realized I left my tools on a job site. I woke up and I realized I left on an attic light. I wish that I could unknow and get my life back. But I woke up, realized that I'm a hack. Hack, 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 hack. Hack, 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 hack. I am here to confess I leave run caps in their boxes. I would like to clear my name, but I leave drain plugs in a 48 frame. I wish that I could unknow and get my life back. But I woke up and realized that I'm a hack. Hack, hack, hack.
Just a dirty hack.
Hack, hack, hack.
A no good, rotten hack.
Hello and welcome back to HVAC Shop Talk. My name is Zach Scioto. This is our pre-Thanksgiving special. There's going to be more than one of these because I like the turkey picture, and I got the green screen right here. Yeah, see, it's moving a little bit. You can tell. So this is our pre-Thanksgiving run-up, the most exciting time of the year that bars Christmas and July the 4th, plus my birthday, my wife's birthday, any one of our kids' birthdays, Memorial Day, Columbus Day. I like Thanksgiving. Actually, I like it a whole lot because I like to eat. And they have some great food at Thanksgiving. My mother makes the best stuffing that's ever been made in the history of the world. It is very, very good. I'm not overestimating that. That is not an overstatement. She makes awesome stuffing, guys. I promise you that. You won't be there. You have to take my word for it, but I promise you that. Yes, if you will put a like on this video as soon as you determine that you like it, please go ahead and put a like on the video. If you need a minute to try to figure out whether or not you like the video or not, that's fine. But if you determine so, please put that like down on the video, and I would appreciate it. Feel free to join the live chat, or if you're watching this after the fact, comment on the video. Okay? You should really do that. Interaction is what it's all based on. So, had a revelation here last few days. A revelation that I now believe in stop leak. I now believe in stop leak, and this is going to break hearts and shatter minds out there and totally destroy everything as we know it philosophically. So this is why I believe this. And you guys, let's wait to the end here because I don't really like it. I'm just kidding. So my truck tire has been leaking at a very slow rate of speed. Very slow. Every now and then, I take the little inflator out of there, blah, fill it back up. A little while later, a few days, a week or something, maybe an hour. Oh, got to do it again. Got to do it again, man. What's up, everything HVAC Aura? It's good to have you here. So I kept doing this for what feels like a month or like 7 months probably. It was a long time. It was a long time of me filling up this tire periodically. That's who I am. I fill up the tire periodically. I was like, I better go repair this tire. No, sir. Let's keep filling it up indefinitely. So I was filling up this tire indefinitely with the little Roby and Bauer inflators. And then it started to more rapidly deplete out of the tire. I was like, a responsible person would probably take this car in and say, we need a new tire for this. And I'm not a rich person. So I'm like, what kind of stopgap solution can I employ and get by for a little bit longer? So I looked inside my shop here, which you can't see because the turkey's in the way, but my shop is back there. The screen is in place for a reason because I have to. Hey, I'm glad you like the turkey, Thomas. That's why it's here, for your viewing pleasure. So I was in my shop here, and my tire's outside. And what do I see on the shelf? Is some, what's it called? Fix-A-Flat. Fix-A-Flat. Oh, man. Fix-A-Flat. That's like stop leak. I can't be using stop leak for automobiles, tires. I should be specific. For the tire of an automobile. Of course I can. So I grabbed it down, and I took it outside. And it's like I followed the Fix-A-Flat instructions. Not at all. Because Fix-A-Flat's like, the tire has to be depleted. You have to put the puncture area or leaking area at the 6 o'clock position. I did none of that. I just said, I'm going to shoot some stuff in here and see what happens. So I put the whole bottle in there. It wasn't full. Put it all in there. Pumped up the tire to the recommended pressure. And it said, go ahead and drive it around. I guess that swishes it around in there. I imagine it swishing and coating everything inside, creating a permanent seal, like Flex Seal. So I was driving down the road, drive 2 to 4 miles. So I drove 2 miles. I drove the least amount as recommended by the Fix-A-Flat aerosol cylinder. That was about a week ago because I released a video on Little Tools channel about the Bauer inflator because that's what I used to blow up this tire. It took 11 minutes to blow it up from 0 to 35 PSI. Didn't overheat, didn't blow up because those little inflators get pretty hot. They're not designed for continuous usage. A lot of them are 10 minutes. Some of them are 5 minutes. So 11 minutes. It survived. And that tire is still perfect. The Fix-A-Flat, it worked. It worked beautifully. Okay? I'm floored by this. I am floored, and I now have a new respect for all stop leaks. So next time I go to a system, which will be like never, I'm going to, it could be my own system. I'm going to definitely, I can't use it. I will never use stop leak, even after that story. Because a tire is one thing, a refrigeration system is a much different thing. Everybody that's reputable says do not use stop leak. Everybody out there, like your Sporlins, your Dan, I don't know if Danfoss said it. I'm assuming Danfoss said it. I can't understand what they say because they have like a Dutch thing going. Danfoss is like located in, I'm going to say the Netherlands. It's probably somewhere else, probably Denmark or something. So when they talk, it's a little bit difficult to understand, but I'm assuming they're saying to not use any secondary additives beyond the oil that's in the compressor. I'm just going to assume that, but everybody that makes the other stuff's like, yeah, it's fine. Why don't these guys say it's fine then? If it's so fine, why don't these guys say it's fine? I don't know. Everything HVACR says, put it in your AC and see if it works. Hey, man, what's the difference between them polymer balls? I don't know. I'm sure there's a huge difference. I didn't look at the chemical makeup, but it would be interesting to see what the difference was. Spray some stop leak in there. Stop up that metering device, probably same day. If it can stop up the hole in my tire, it should darn well be able to stop up a TXV pretty easy. Oh, yeah. Let's see. So next time, stick Fix-A-Flat in your split system. It'll work better. Yep, it's like AC Renew. AC Rejuvenate. I'm going to call it AC Rejuvenate. I'm just going to put some painter's tape around that can and call it AC Rejuvenate. If you want to get a colder or larger temperature split on your AC, add AC Rejuvenate. I can see it now. There'll be people buying that stuff. There'll be sales guys out there going, you know what? This only cost you an extra $150 a can. And you know what? You need to put it in your system. Let's go ahead and put the AC Rejuvenate in there. I'll add the UV, 7 UV lights, 13 Remy halos, and let's see, what else can we slap on a system that don't matter nothing? Let's see. Go ahead and put a 12-inch media filter on the back of every system. It's only going to add about 3 inches of static pressure. It'll be fine. That's what your blower's for, to overcome that static pressure from your 13-inch media filter. So we have all those UV. Let's go ahead and put one of those ionizers in there too, because I don't like molecules floating around that don't have a positive or negative charge to them. What are they? Who do they think they are? They're like illegal aliens. We need to get them out of there. So we need to add that stuff. Everything HVACR says, no temp split at all. You better believe it. There ain't even gonna be any refrigerant to make it through to freeze up the coil. It'd be like there's nothing passing. It's just a 100% restriction, and then the system's off. Is what I'm assuming will happen. I don't want to put it in a Bosch because the board will probably go bad somehow. The board will become damaged somehow. I don't know what's going to happen. I shouldn't even say that, knock on wood. Don't want to say that. The Bosch has been, mechanically sound, except for the very first day I got it. It was broken, which I think I've told you guys before. And it was like one of the breakers in the heat kit had failed. It was no good. So I just had to wire it straight through because I don't use the breaker in the heat kit anyway, because the air handler has a main breaker that's 60 amps, and that covers the 10 kW heat kit. So beyond that, mechanically fine. Just tuning it for humidity has been the difficulty, but otherwise it's been, operates 100% legit. Okay, so here's what I want to do. You guys had mentioned the fake news. Okay, I haven't made any brand new fake news to show you, but I do like doing the fake news, and I was going to try to do it live. So if I can do the fake news correctly live, I think that'll be a nice precedent I can set for the future. So, okay, but I'll try that in just a second. But as far as our sponsors go, the people who make this show possible, otherwise you'd never see me again. If I didn't have sponsors and YouTube didn't pay me money, you would never see me again, because I'm not about helping the industry. I'm about making money, supporting my family. That's what I'm all about, and I think we all are. Let's just be honest. We're here to support our families and get through our Thanksgivings and afford the butterball turkeys that we need and our Christmas presents for our children. That's what it's all about. So in that spirit, Yellow Jacket. Yellow Jacket's got a brand new dual port manometer. It's wireless. Its range is hefty, like 1,000 feet. I don't know, not quite 1,000 feet probably, but pretty darn close. Those things are pretty good, those YJack probes. Yellow Jacket's made a nice set of probes, and they are really sweet, and I think they're the bee's knees. I'm just going to tell you that. YJack probes are awesome. YellowJacket.com. Also, TrueTechTools.com. Use our Shop Talk discount code to save 8%. Why pay 100% of the price when you could pay 92%? Use the Shop Talk code. Hey, I shoot you guys straight. I want you to use the code so I can make more money, okay? Those other guys are lying to you. It's not about the industry. It's about money. We want money. Use the Shop Talk discount code. All right. Let's see. Who else do we got here? We said Yellow Jacket, True Tech Tools. Let's do one more, then we'll do the news. We'll do other ones later. All right. So let's do Company Cam. CompanyCam.com. All your stuff crammed into one spot where your whole company can get along. Well, get along as far as being able to see all the information about all the different jobs you're doing. Socially, you may have Discord in your company, but you can also be well up to date with every job and where everybody's at. And we can communicate very clearly and reference those pictures in case customers want to cause a problem. You can tell the customers to go pound sand. What's up? CompanyCam.com. Make it happen. Okay. Sponsored by HVAC Millionaire. Isn't it Kelly? Kelly wants to sponsor my show. I will let him. That's what I tell these guys. We'll talk about that after the break. I get some very interesting emails almost every day about they're lying. It's scams, but it's just hilarious. I'll talk to you guys about them. Let me hit the chat real quick before we go to that break. Thomas says, don't forget to sell that hard start kit because it's going to make the customer's compressor last longer and save them on their energy bill for an extra $300. Hey, that's truth, man. You got to have that hard start kit. And you got to have, what else did I say? You want to put the AC Rejuvenate in, get the hard start kit, and all that other crap, add on all that other stuff we've got to have. Now the system costs 5 times as much, and half the people can't afford it. In comes financing, and the trouble begins. All right, guys. So let me take a quick break here. Actually, there's no break. It's just a theme song. And we'll see if I can do this. All right, let's try it. Here we go. My name is Zach Ciota, and this is the live fake news for the very first time. Let's see if I can get this right, and we're going to try this every single show sometimes. All right, our first story. As I mentioned previously, we had Bobby Bobetti, an anti-union contractor that had went missing. Bobby Bobetti, I'm glad I can say that so many times, Bobby Bobetti's body was found next to the New Jersey Turnpike recently with the letters SCA written on the back of it. Now, people believe that it was union workers that did Bobby Bobetti in, but the SCA was most likely going to spell scab. But the union workers were told to take a break after the first three letters. Our second story. Kim Jong-un. Actually, let's skip to the third story because I'm going to come back to Kim Jong-un. Goodman has now created levels of equipment based on the new flammable refrigerants. Goodman has now broken up their three levels, good, better, and best, into TNT, Castle Bravo, and Tsar Bomba. And finally, Kim Jong-un, hearing about Goodman's new equipment levels, has decided to scrap his nuclear program and go for a short-range program in order to attack South Korea. The new program consists of putting Goodman units with flammable refrigerant into catapults and shooting them across the border. Jobs will be created due to this new program. I do actually have one more. Let's do one more. GWP, we want to send it down to 0. Got to have a GWP of 0. That's what we're all striving for. Blow up as many technicians as possible, but let's save the Earth until the sun turns into a red giant and, or God comes back. So, let's save the Earth for a while with a GWP of 0. My suggestions out there to lower our carbon footprint is let's build less Chick-fil-A's at universities. Let's not even go to universities at all. Just go to trade school. You'll save so many carbon offset dollars right there. Turn off your Wi-Fi. Using less energy will burn less coal, and you will save a ton of carbon. Lastly, unplug your electric cars. Foolhardy people, especially in California, do not realize that plugging in their electric cars in their garage goes all the way back to a fossil fuel plant. And by unplugging their electric cars, they'll be saving the Earth. And let's get those people one of those big unicycles, just like they like. My name is Zach Ciota, and this was the live fake news. Oh, man, I hope that went well. I felt like it was fine. And we could do that again and again and again. And the delivery will get better and better and better. Okay? I promise. Okay. What are our last sponsors? We have 3 sponsors. EWC, we got final 3. EWC Zone Controls, man, they're good because they're in my house. I really like them. What better commercial can you get than they're in my house and I like them? EWCcontrols.com. If you need forced air zoning, bam, there you go. 1 down. 2 more left. Beckett. If you're not using Beckett condensate pumps, you're probably using a different pump. Use Beckett instead. Beckett makes good condensate pumps. They make float switches. They make condensate products. That's their thing. That's all they do. So they're going to be really good at it. So if you need a specialized pump, high heat environment, toxic chemicals in the condensate, like a furnace perhaps, use Beckett. They have pumps for everything, even plenum rated pumps, which I just learned when I met the Beckett guy. Didn't know they existed. Makes sense though. With all the plenum rated stuff out there, gotta have it. And last but not least, NAVAC. NAVAC, and I'm going to make a special announcement here today on this program about NAVAC. Now, NAVAC just released their powered swager, which is sweet. You can just pull the trigger and it swages stuff for you. No more rotating it 3 times so you don't bust something. You guys know what I'm talking about. Every time you swage with one of those pump swagers, it rips the copper in half if you don't rotate it right. Well, NAVAC has a sweet swager. You can find out more at navacglobal.com, or you can march your happy self over to True Tech Tools. Use that Shop Talk discount code to save 8%. Get yourself NAVAC products. You can even get that little hand swager if you want to. Still save 8% on it. Might as well. All right, here's the big announcement. Okay, here it is. All right. So I thought of something, and like most of my schemes, it's designed to improve my own life. Like, whatever. It's supposed to be like that. Think of others, but also think of yourself. And in that spirit, and I released something the other day about me using the Upside app where you save money on buying gas. Well, the Upside app works really well. I've used it for the last several months. I've made like $70-$80 back on gas, and it's saved me a ton of money. So here's the contest right here. I said, well, I want to save more money, and we're going to give something away. So I'm going to give away, and I'm going to announce the actual prize here real soon, but it's going to be a big one, and we're going to announce it in a few weeks. If you sign up for Upside using my link, which benefits me, you will be entered to win this product. It's a nice product. We might have mentioned it on the show. If you're paying attention, we might have mentioned it on the show just recently, like today. All you have to do is hit the link to sign up for it, and you don't spend any money or nothing. You just save money on gas. So I can see my app shows me who signs up and who's actually getting gas. So it's the people that get gas. I'm going to choose one of them. They get the product. That's basically what it's going to be. And it's a way to earn me some referral cents, and you guys win a big old prize. So, man. Yeah, you missed the fake news live, man. But we'll do it again next time, so just catch it next time. Oh, man, that was Steve who missed it. Steve, welcome to the show. Welcome all the people who are watching here in the middle of the day. Hopefully I can keep you company while you're working here. If you're at home, hey, me too. Well, I'm in my shop, but I work from home, so I'm working and at home. Weird. Dual parallel universe. So to summarize, make sure that you are signing up for that prize so that I get the maximum revenue from it. Okay? All right. So to round out our show today, we are going to take a look at some news, real news, okay? I got some real news stuff. Let me make sure I can bring it up here just to keep you guys informed. And it actually comes from a website called HVAC Informed. So let me bring it up.
Practices.
Oh, there's my song.
Me doing the right thing all the time. Doing the right thing all the time. Doing the right thing
Get lost in this.
all the time. Especially Friday at 4:30.
That's great. I love that. I wrote that. That's good. Hit the wrong button, but I really enjoyed that. Here we go. HVACinformed.com. Here we are over here. Tax credits and rebates mean more business for the HVAC marketplace. I was kind of curious about this. And old Larry here, let's see. It's clean energy investments. This is my favorite part. The Inflation Act comes back again. Clean energy investments. A new law provides Americans with access to $370 billion for clean energy investments in the form of tax credits, incentives, and rebates to improve energy efficiency. There is also a tax deduction for owners of commercial buildings retrofitted to meet energy-saving goals. In August 2022, President Biden signed the Inflation Reduction Act, which, despite its name, even these guys say that, despite its name, focuses on billions of dollars of spending on climate change and healthcare. Sorry. Families can take advantage of clean energy and electric vehicle tax credits. Remember, they're plugged into an oil derrick, basically. Your your electric car is plugged directly to an oil derrick. I just want to say that. Barrick or derrick? I cannot remember now. We can save up to $1,200 per year. Skip. Energy efficient home improvement tax credit. Let's see. The law renews the energy efficient home improvement tax credit and increases the credit limit for installing high efficiency equipment such as heat pumps, central air conditioning systems, furnaces, hot water boilers, etc. The program is extended through 2032. Good night. For 10 years? Well, I'm pretty sure the next administration will probably cancel that. The $1,200 annual cap includes up to $600 for a qualified air conditioner or gas furnace, up to $2,000 for qualified heat pump water heater, or boiler, There are no income requirements, and a tax credit can be combined with local or utility rebates. In addition, the Inflation Reduction Act, the one about inflation reduction, provides $14,000 in direct customer rebates for families to buy heat pumps or other energy efficient home appliances, contingent on income requirements. $14,000. That is crazy. That is crazy. Unbelievable. So 14,000. All right, let's see what else they got here. Oh, we'll read the criteria too, because I'm kind of curious now. The High Efficiency Electric Home Rebate Program, or HEHARP, provides point-of-sale rebates as high as $8,000 for a space heating or cooling heat pump. $8,000. It also provides an $840 rebate on a stove, cooktop, range, oven, or heat pump clothes dryer, and $1,750 for a heat pump water heater. An additional rebate is available for non-appliance upgrades such as insulation, air sealing, and ventilation. That's $1,000. Man, I'm glad we all pay taxes, guys. Rebate criteria. There are limits to the amount families can receive based on income and other factors. For example, a rebate cannot exceed 50% of the cost of a qualified project if the family's annual income is between 80% and 150% of the median income in the area. For lower income households, 100% of the costs are covered. Each family is limited to $14,000 or less in total rebates under the program. Good grief. Distribution. We're going to stop it right there. Well, look at that, guys. They're giving away all of our, all that money you paid in taxes. Here it is right here, guys. You might as well go ahead and take it back and sell something based on it. And I guess that's good, right? Use it to sell equipment at least. At least you can have some kind of benefit from it, which I think is important, because otherwise we're just, PPing away our taxes, I think. So let's see what else we have. One more story here. Carrier to begin field trials of breakthrough cold climate heat pump challenge prototype. Let's see what this is. Carrier. Let's see what these pictures are first. Let me see. I'm just curious. It's going to take forever. These are guys staring at a Carrier condensing unit. And then the next picture are a guy standing behind a Carrier condensing unit, as if to say, we're really proud of this condensing unit. Okay. Carrier is ready for phase 2 of the Department of Energy's Cold Climate Heat Pump Challenge, which is field testing its prototype heat pump in a harsh climate. What does that mean? This milestone comes on the heels of the Inflation Reduction Act, here we go again, which provides Americans up to $370 billion for clean energy investments in the form of tax credits, incentives, and rebates to improve energy efficiency. The DOE's challenge aims to accelerate commercialization of heat pumps that meet comfort needs in cold climate regions of North America, thereby expanding energy efficient and incentive eligible heating and cooling options for customers. I always wonder, though, guys, if people don't want something or can't afford something, really, should the government just let it be, right? They should probably just let it be, not just try to cram this crap down our throats at every, this is just my personal opinion. I guess I'm more of a libertarian in this area. It says, we're pleased with the lab performance of our prototype heat pump and the final test results, says Justin Keppy, president, North American Residential and Light Commercial HVAC Carrier. Our team of dedicated engineers and product managers are hard at work continuing to develop next-generation heat pumps to increase efficiency, save customers money, and benefit the environment. The federal incentives offered through the Inflation Reduction Act are critical to the adoption of high-efficiency heat pumps, and Carrier is committed to delivering innovative, climate-friendly technology. Blah! To participate in the challenge, Carrier committed to producing a heat pump with increased cold climate performance. Where is the actual information? Because they keep saying vague stuff. Okay, so here's the problem. Here's the problem, guys. Let me tell you. So, oops. The problem is that they keep saying this stuff. I mean, what does it actually do? I don't know. Because they absorbed a huge chunk of our money. And then they printed a whole bunch. The Inflation Reduction Act actually increases inflation, probably. I don't know. This is a huge crap fest. I promise you that. I don't know what the stats are on this heat pump because it doesn't say anything about it. It just says harsh environment. So for someone from Florida, where I'm at might be a harsh environment because it's 55 degrees today. Florida might be like, we can't take it. We'll die, Then if we go here, and then we go up north, that's a harsh environment. And then up in New York, they're saying, well, they say it like this: I don't want to go to the Yukon territories. That's a harsh environment. It's a really good impression. I have family in New York, so that's cool. It's not actually anything like what they sound like, though. So I don't know if that's any good or not, but at least we can look forward to having more heat pumps out there that can handle cold weather, I guess, even though they're all plugged into the same grid that goes back to the coal plant. So I don't know how good electric actually is. I'm sure there is some benefit to it being more efficient with the energy. I don't know, guys. Maybe we need to consult an expert. But I don't talk to any experts, as I'm just a lowly person in Willard, North Carolina. I'm going to go back to doing what I was doing before, cutting blocks of wood into different shapes and reading up about our fine industry here. And hopefully, I don't want to say I'll be back tomorrow, but I'm going to try to do a little bit more regular here, try to get my schedule worked out. Every time I try to get my schedule worked out, destiny craps on my schedule. So we're going to see what happens with that. I'm assuming that if I try to set up a time each day to do this, that immediately one of my children will call me at that time every day to tell me they need something at school. I think that's probably what's going to happen. So let's just pray. And hey, speaking of praying, make sure you pray, guys. Get your Bible out. I'm going to leave you with a final word here. Let's see what it says. John. Oh, good. I have one highlighted section in John 8, verse 12. Oh, this is one of the main ones in the whole story, man, here. And we'll leave with this, guys. All right, here we go. Again, Jesus spoke to them, saying, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. If you don't have that light of life, then you know what? Go read John from the Bible. Even if go read John. You might figure on getting some of that light of life, and it's pretty darn good. I'll tell you that much right now. Guys, I'm going to get out of here. I thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.